right? When your Angela starts falling off.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping straight into the match here. Indonesia going up against Turkey for the first game of this best of 3.
Right off the bat, Indonesia is going to be on that blue side, Turkiye on red. And as always, when there's a Kimmy on your team, mid lane priority is almost guaranteed. We get a Franco into Guinevere roam matchup, so that's a rare side too. Clear speed should be in favor of TNZ a little bit. Yehescu taking some extra output, 2-man knockout, spatial migration. Joe is in, and Rosa ends up going down. TNZ looks for a trade, misses the timing, the damage not enough. They even lose Apex at 47. Indonesia gets a buy one, free one.
I mean, again, this is what Team Indonesia wants to do, and it looks like Team Turkey, they're saying, you want to fight, we're going to fight. But look at this, Kabuki is already dealing quite a lot of damage onto Sigibum. Sigibum is trading a lot, Kabuki is still full HP. This lane is looking pretty tough for Sigibum for now. And all the while, Team Turkey, they got to figure out how to slow down the game because they can scale up. You just got to wait it out. You know, wait it out. Don't lose by too much. Lose maybe, as long as it's not by 2,000, I think it's still comebackable, you know?
Yeah, at least, you know, if...
Oh, nice.
If it makes you any better, if it makes Turkey any better, the 2 kills go over to Uranus and Angela. So it's like,
killable.
Not the worst, you know?
Yeah, they're killable.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, it went to like a Lancelot, Hayabusa. I would say Kabuki's having a fantastic time against Sigibum. Another knockup. Oh, the cage Apex 47. This Franco is dead.
But again, he doesn't care because it's 1 minute 50. He's responding right now. So, and considering he did buy the rapid boots, you can move to the lane, you know, towards the turtle fast enough. So I think that was definitely worth it. Slow them down just a little bit because that's what Team Turkey wants to do. Slow it down enough until Rosa has the items, and then we're in business. All right.
Not only that, Franco is one of the few heroes that can turn the game around just with one good hook. But we won't be expecting that anytime soon as Indonesia gets a free turtle. Widdy finds Apex 47 again, this time with the Violet Requiem, and that's the 3rd death with Franco in 2.5 minutes. Meanwhile, the hard guard unlocked. We just also saw TNZ getting forced back. Our run had just found Lunar with the help of Joe. Lunar now needs to run away and should be safe. Still has the Purifier in hand too.
Yep. And again, this is more on Indonesia. They just got to be proactive because having that Angela as well, very low cooldown, you kind of want to force fights any way that you can. Having this Obsidia, if you hit the Hunt of Bone, you can kind of force that out. Your opponent's kind of doesn't have any say in it. Lunar having to escape that, and Turkey just has to repeat this. Again, for the first, at this point, 7 minutes, calmest Mlbb ever.
Yeah, Apex really needs that bloody hunt because TNZ is taking the punishment for his teammates not able to hold back Indonesia. They get the hook into a retribution. So Apex delivers that to TNZ. Joe not able to get the invade. Oh, meanwhile, Kabuki still having a good time, but Sigibun looking to turn it around. And Yehescu has trick up his sleeve into the harpoon. Sigibun, even with the vengeance, is not going to do enough. Turkey again, just not paying attention to the details that there's at Angela.
Yeah. Very interesting choice there, but perhaps a little bit of, I would say, frustration showing here. TNZ finds Kabuki.
No way.
Looks like flickers out, and looks like the Ogi Shadow Kill just hits onto the minions. This is not a good start for Team Turkey. Indonesia is taking everything away from them.
Look at the jungler. Look at this Uranus. He's about to take that buff away, is he? Hard God at the ready. Oh, no, TNZ. Just a bit late to the party. Joe and Yehescu can do this for as long as they want. So 5-0 up for Indonesia right now. 4 minutes in. Second turtle spawning on the top side. And it's pretty fair to say that both mid and bottom have gone in favor of ID.
But again, as long as they don't lose by 2,000, it's not that bad. Sooner or later, we need Turkey to build up the Chastised Pauldron. And Sigibum is forcing out trades. Now he does have the War Axe, so perhaps now we'll be looking a little bit better because he can actually sustain. Kabuki, though, having that Windtalker will be a bigger threat now in lane. But looks like Indonesia, they're going to be taking this turtle. TNZ is waiting. Lunar jumps in, and TNZ actually takes it.
Widdy should go down. Apex 47 trades his life. This fight pretty much over. Now you gotta look to disengage. Luna gonna chase down, runs away in time. Sigibum also should be safe from here against Joe. All things considered, not too bad. They get the kill onto Widdy, albeit a roamer, but you need any resource that you can get. And Rosa is the one that cashes it in.
Yeah, the fact that Team Turkey got the turtle as well, that's amazing. Rosa now having the glowing one. They basically got a 200, 300 goal conversion, so making it so that the goal lead is not that big. Sigibum is getting attacked here, and looks like Oran is going to take him down.
Absolutely dunked on by the Raging Slash. Hesku even taking the aggro from the turret too. The CC has not been able to find much in this game, and Joe continues to do this. Hesku has a hard guard back up. Get the hook, the retribution in favor of Joe. Walks away with the stolen purple buff again.
Yep. Again, Team Indonesia, at this point, is all about taking those objectives. Take the turrets as fast as you can. Don't allow Team Turkey to really come back into the game, because there's always that possibility, again, like you said, with the Franco. Franco can turn things around. The thing is, Turkey right now, they don't have enough damage. But when they do, then it starts to be a bit of a headache. But Joe, if he, at this point, even though he's the jungler, if he just body blocks and he himself takes the hook, more times than not, he's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, one thing that Turkey doesn't have is burst damage, and Rosa will have to disengage instantly. Aran, fearless with that out. So they lose the side lane tier 1s, which is expected right now, and Sigibum can't really take this fight no matter what. Kabuki has the help of the hard guard when needed, and that will be a headache for Turkey. You always consider the possibility of the Angela joining the fight to get the hook with the Aran, but no bloody hunt against Apex 47. Feels like it just isn't worth it. Traction Pulse goes wide. Sigibum cannot catch up to Kabuki, and Indonesia takes priority over Turtle.
Yeah, Team Turkey is, so far has not been hitting those kill shots. Sigibum is diving quite forward. Really gets taken down by Sigibum, and now Sigibum's all alone against Joe. And behind, Aran tries to get a kill here. It looks like Apex 47 is able to escape that. Rosa is dealing 3 damage, but the damage is not enough. Kabuki free hitting.
Whoa.
And now Rosa gets chased by Joe. And Joe, at this point, can't be stopped.
We see the effect. If the Angela isn't in vicinity of the target, Rosa can actually take him down bit by bit. But still, no way to deal with Joe. There's no solution that can address this Uranus at this point of time. And it's not going to get any easier as the game progresses. Joe walks away with another stolen purple buff.
At this point, maybe Rosa has to consider quite an early Wishing Lantern, because he already has the glowing wand, but you can see that it's not enough. It's really not enough. Team Turkey, they're trying to force out a fight here around the turtle. I don't know if this is a good choice, though.
Sigibum not looking healthy already. The fight splits up. Sigibum eats a Landshaker and instantly gets slashed to death. A quick disengage from Turkiye. Indonesia gets the objective. They now continue to chase. Good Purify from Rosa as he gets harpooned by Kabuki. Map presence, 100% favoring Indonesia.
Yeah. But again, we got to talk about the power spike coming in from the Angela. It will start to slowly go down bit by bit after the 10-minute mark, but having this kind of lead definitely feels good for Team Indonesia. Team Turkey, what are they waiting for? Like, what's the power spike? But hold on, Run jumps in.
And the Landshaker stun only onto Apex as he secured the top tier 2. Oracle now online for Oran. Sigibum, what kind of damage he's taking? He's taking from the Love Waves? Down to 30%. Tianzi with the Sky Piercer purchase. So some key items out from both sides. Sky Piercer, a means to an end for Turkey if they get it stacked up. It's a good way to deal with the Uranus, right? Your sustain doesn't mean anything if your health falls below a certain threshold.
I think the damage did actually come from Kabuki, because he has quite a lot of stacks, and hold on, TNZ is forced out. And this is very dangerous considering the purple buff is still there. Indonesia wants to take that away.
They get the vacuum with the traction pulse. Joe doesn't really care about that. This turtle, I would say this turtling from Turkiye, pretty much forced out. And Kabuki very close to max stacks on the bone shards too. 19 out of 25, I believe. Sieging the mid-tier 2, that's the last line out of defense. TNZ will attempt, but that's not going to get anything in return right now. Orion tries to predict where the shadow is, but he gets out. Meanwhile, Joe hook underneath the turret, and that's the Sky Piercer's attack for TNZ. And unfortunately for Luna, he'll have to take the brunt of the damage. Orion getting basically distracted. Yehescu ends up going down. Turkiye turns and tries to chase down the targets of Indonesia. A double kill for Rosa, and Turkiye defends the mid-tier 2.
Right on the mark, as we say. This is where a composition with the Angela will start to slow down a little bit. It's about to hit the 10-minute mark. And hold on, Kabuki wants a 1v1 here.
TNZ gonna survive it? Nope, Kabuki kills him with the bone shard, but trades his life in return. Rosa and Sigibum on the chase, and Sigibum with the collection.
I do not think that is worth it.
No, it's a 4K goal lead in favor of Turkey.
Yeah. Look at Indonesia. They're slowly losing their lead, and not only will the shield from Angela be minuscule, but the thing is, now you're lacking that long-range mage damage that you're used to with the E, with the Farsa, even with the Kagura. So Indonesia, like, those mistakes can legit cost them the game here when they're gonna have basically less damage compared to Turkiye.
Fleeting time for Apex 47. I gotta quickly take this moment to do a bit of correction. It's a best of 5 bronze match. More opportunity to do a bit of correction. It's a best of 5 bronze match. More opportunities
Interesting.
for these teams to showcase their prowess, and I prefer best of 5 over best of 3. We got a game on our hands, and the series ahead. They get a Violet Red Plume combo onto Apex 47. He eventually goes down. Witty comes back to life with the early immortality. Joe tries to chase down Rosa with the help of Iesf, but Rosa could purify. Joe, can he close the distance? Doesn't seem possible as the fight splits in two. A run on the TNZ. Quad Shadows to get out. Joe zones away the core. Witty goes down. As Sigmund hops onto him, a run on the run. TNZ helps out Lunar. The Angela hard guard comes back up. Lunar will now be stuck in 1v4, but doesn't matter. Yeheskel doesn't commit it. They lose a run, and Lunar now can keep on going. Sigiboom is about to hop in. Kabuki, you're in danger. Gets a current call on top of him. Lunar and Sigiboom will continue to hold the front, but Lunar re-engages with the falling Star Moon. Turkiye are slowly crawling back into this game.
At this point, they're helping out Lunar, man. They're generating the shield so that Lunar can just absorb all of it. Look at this. Joe is taking a lot of damage. Lunar has been here since yesterday. Kabuki gets pulled back and gets taken down. Unstoppable for Rosa.
They're gonna keep on jumping onto Indonesia. It's all gas, no brakes. Heskil wants to kill onto Rosa, but cannot tie him down. The only puppet that falls is the Heskil. And he's none the wiser. Turkiye are back into this game, and for the first time, they are ahead.
Yep, about 2,000 goal lead at 12 minutes here. Team Turkiye secures the Lord. And now look at this. They're going to get a lot of free structures on the map, so the goal lead is just going to expand more and more and more. And compared to the draft that Team Indonesia has, the scale is going to up and up.
This is like the deja vu of Turkiye against Cambodia earlier on in game 1, where there is, you lose a fight, you start chain feeding, and then you lose all of the lead. And right now, Turkiye are in the driver's seat. They are the ones that is reaping the rewards of Indonesia, being a bit overzealous and overestimating their abilities when the timing has passed. Let's see how much damage can be dealt with this Lord. They do take out the Holy Defense, while the Holy Defense expired already. If Turkiye can get at least an inhibitor, that would be massive. You talk about Rosa getting the Wishing Lantern. Rosa just got it. The root onto Joe. Lord still healthy. Witty can't find anything. Oh, TNZ chased out Kabuki. He wants to be the hero. And maybe this is it. The bloody hunt. Kabuki! Taken down as Apex saves Rosa. And Luna comes in. It's cleanup time for Turkiye. Yeheskel, you're going nowhere. 2 bodies down for Indonesia.
Talk about ticking time bomb. They gave Turkey the opportunity, and they're going to take it. Because now the Shredders of Turkiye are on a line. And look at this, Joe, the front line here, taking a lot of damage from Sigiboom, Lunar, and Rose as well. 6, 1, and 6. Indonesia, Kabuki tried to make a hero play, but here's the thing, man. Sooner or later, we'll see the chastised Pauldron.
Yep.
The attack speed is going to get lowered. It's going to be more difficult for him to make a play.
Honestly, it would have been worth it if he actually took Rosa out. But sadly, Apex 47 with the clutch bloody hunt. Rosa escaping death again with a sliver of health. You could barely see the health bar. Wishing Lantern online, like we said. We did see Turkiye now 4.6k goal advantage. And Indonesia, they're running out of time with this lineup. It has to all come down to Kabuki, but he cannot do it alone. And there's also a combo that's worth mentioning. Traction Pulse in the Bloody Hunt. We've seen it before. It's very easy to pull off once you get used to the timing.
So right now we have about 4,500 gold here. Indonesia, in a way, they gotta wait for Team Turkey to make a mistake. And it's definitely possible if Lunar or Sigiboom overextends. Because at that point, basically, as Team Indonesia, what you want to do is kind of like funnel Turkiye and kill them one by one by one by one. Now the hard guard has been used, and nothing is gonna come out of it from Team Indonesia.
This feels desperate. They are trying to fish for anything, any glimpse of an advantage, any glimpse of a pickoff. Rosa is the prime target. If you could get Rosa out of the way, that is tax number 1. But Luna is going to jump with Kabuki. Oh, Kabuki, he needs help. He needs it right now. Yeheski will help him. He flickers to safety, and Iran will try to hold the front, but they've already lost Witty. There's nothing that Witty can do. And Luna just casually walks away after getting chased down by 4 members of Indonesia. Tell me that Turkiye aren't in control right now.
Oh yeah, they're definitely in control here because the only scaler that they have is Kabuki. And we were talking about this for a while now, for months now, which is if your draft has one dedicated damage dealer, it's going to be pretty tough for you. But this is the current meta where everyone has to do bit by bit. Overall, as a team, he has to be big enough. And Team Indonesia, they're kind of putting all of that on Kabuki.
Yeah, the protect the president doesn't really work as well as it does anymore. If your damage dealer dies or get taken out of the fight, you just can't do much. Run! That was a labu-labu, by the way. And Joe is about to get executed very soon. Sky Piercer, double kill for TNZ. Sigiboom hops on the Kabuki. Hooked back by Apex 47. He's the Apex Predator. And Witty left to fend for the Kingdom. Winter Crown and a Savage for TNZ.
Talk about starting up the bronze match here. TNZ on the Hayabusa. Concerning Team Turkiye had a tough time and early. TNZ has woken up. And now Indonesia, they're in trouble. Team Turkiye are here in the base. Minions are coming in. And it looks like they're not going to be responding fast enough. Team Turkiye takes game number 1.